Hello again, my name's Gabe Zona. Caught a little bit of Fox News last night, and they had a software expert on with the talking heads. And what she had said is that when you design a program, you start off by building in security. Yeah. And then you work around that security to build your actual applications. And the problem with what was put together by this firm out of Montreal for close to, $1 billion, incorporated architecture that was 10 years old. And there's absolutely no security. And you can't add security. Again, it has to start with security. You know? I guess the general consensus is that it can never be made to work. But if you're a viewer of mine, you'll know that I stated countless times that I don't believe it was ever designed or intended to work. Distract, divert, to deceive. All this is doing is buying Obama additional time. And he needs that time because, as I've stated in a couple of other videos, not enough Americans are hurting. You might have 5 or 6 million that are hurting based on having their policies canceled, and when they do try to find new insurance, they're blown away by the dramatic increase for far less than what they already had. Never mind that they can't see their own doctors. So what ends up happening is, again, there aren't sufficient people that are in pain. What Obama is waiting for is 214, when again the employee mandates kick in. And then they'll have 100, 130 million people uninsured. Out of those 130 million people, very few will be able to afford the increased premiums with the dramatically higher deductibles, with the inferior insurance that's going to be provided for the costs associated with those plans. And then when he comes out and explains to the American people that they've tried, they've done everything that they could to make Obamacare work. And they'll blame it on the Republicans as to why it's not working. They'll say that we didn't give them enough money or we didn't give them enough time. None of that holds any water. But it doesn't matter, that's what he'll say. Or something similar to those lines. And then he'll come out with what he perceives to be the only solution. And the American people will be in such pain and agony that they'll grab onto any Life-Raft. And that Life-Raft, my friend, is single payer. You think not? Well, I hope I'm wrong. But if he's not removed from power, if he's allowed to continue taking this country down the path that he's taking us down, there is no other way. There is no other solution. There is no other answer. Is it a solution? As far as he's concerned, it is. Will it work for the American people? He doesn't care. And they have no choice. That's where it's all headed, folks. You think not? Well, you're entitled to your own opinion, as I am entitled to my own opinion. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. What do you think? I told you what I think.